Hello and welcome to FanPark Live. I'm Adam Charles. As much as I want to say I'm joined by some people, it's me by myself. Terry's away. Everybody else is away. It's me. It's Adam from the Fifth Official. Please, I still do want to take your calls. 0203 606 0315. I want to hear what you think about the first half. Arsenal are obviously winning, which we're very happy about. I mean, I know there's a couple of fans in there that are very, very happy. Well, not happy about Arsenal winning because they never want to see Arsenal win. Of course you care. Don't lie. Not your six. Don't. He's lying. He cares. He supports Chelsea. Anyway, don't forget we are powered by the OneFootball app. So please go and check it out. We will be going through that later. Happy Mother's Day to everybody as well. All the mothers watching. I hope all the sons watching or the daughters as well have got your mum something, because I know I haven't and I still need to go and get something after this. But yeah, please, also the link is in the description below for UK Soccer Shop. 15% off everything at UK Soccer Shop. Your boots, your socks, your kits, absolutely everything. So make sure you check that out as well. We're going to start straight away with the OneFootball app. Arsenal 64. Okay, apparently the app isn't working. The app isn't working, so it's fine. Thank you very much. We're going to take a phone call instead because the app isn't working. We're going to have some, apparently we have some technical difficulties, but that will get sorted out. Hello, you're through to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Hi Adam, my name's Pax. I'm an Arsenal fan.
That's nice, that's nice. How are you feeling about the first half?
I'm in mixed emotions at the moment. So my brother called in last week at full time after the Brighton game when we lost 3-1 or 3-0, whatever it was. He said that we hadn't been to an Arsenal game for 2 years, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
Today was supposed to be a protest to boycott the stadium.
Right.
To show that we want Wenger out.
Right.
But that's not happening anymore. Arsenal fans are just becoming spineless, just like the club.
Okay. From
the board to the players to the manager to the fans. There are fans in that stadium, I can guarantee you, that want Wenger out but don't want to step up to the plate.
Right. So let me ask you a question. You saw what happened at West Ham yesterday, right?
No, West Ham was disgusting. That's not what I want.
So where do you draw the line? How do you differentiate between what's acceptable? Because you're saying Arsenal are spineless, Arsenal fans are spineless, haven't done anything, they still want Wenger out. But yet West Ham went too far. What would be a happy medium between the two?
Why not boycott the stadium, stand outside the diamond entrance and protest for the 90 minutes? But not just do it one-off for the one game a season. Do it 3-4 times in a row, every home game. Right. Make your voice heard. Okay. But no one wants to do it.
I have to say, bar people getting hit with coins, I think the West Ham chairman was hit with a coin yesterday. No one's condoning that kind of attitude. Disgusting. That's completely wrong. But I have to say, I was watching it and I thought, you know what? Arsenal fans, surely you can take a bit of inspiration from this. Because the players were, or the fans even, went on the pitch and they were really voicing their opinion. They were really showing the fans, the rest of the fans, the rest of the players, the board, that they weren't happy with what was going on. And although it disrupted the match, is that not what the point of a protest is supposed to be?
Precisely. But point. you have to have one or the other. Hold on, I couldn't give a shit.
Hold on. So thank you. We do have other calls to get through. You have been good, but yeah, make sure you tune in at halftime. Call as well. Really want to hear what you have to say.
Thanks, Adam.
No problem. Yeah, a bit interesting there. I'm not really sure if I agree. He's talking about other fans needing to do things that he can clearly do himself. I get it. Arsenal fans are still not happy, even though Arsenal beat AC Milan in the week, even though Arsenal are currently beating Watford. It's not enough. It's still not. It still doesn't stop the rot. It still doesn't change the fact that Wenger hasn't done what he's supposed to be doing. Arsenal aren't at the level that they're supposed to be at this moment in time. But if you feel so strongly about it, and if you really want change, why are you leaving it up to somebody else? Why don't you get off your ass and do something your damn self? That doesn't make any sense to me. But what do I know? What do I know? I'm just a presenter, just a pretty face. Who knows? Is the app working? Can we check that? Yeah. So we're gonna go through the app, the statistics. Arsenal with more possession, 64 to 35%. They've won more duels, equal offsides. Watford have had more corners. Weirdly, that was probably down to the flurry that they had at the end of the first half. Arsenal obviously with more goals, more shots, and an equal shot on target. It's been an interesting game. And I'll tell you what I have to say afterwards. Hello, you're through to FanPark Live. What's your name?
Noah.
Hi Noah. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Did you hear the sound that your show was producing a second ago?
No, I didn't hear the sound because I'm
Right,
talking to everybody else. I can't hear the sound.
Machine.
Hear you. So sorry. What did you say?
It was like a washing machine at one point. It was like really loud.
Right. Well, I'll tell them to turn the washing machine.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to complain about. I wanted to complain about how Arsenal been, because against AC Milan, they were fantastic.
Right.
And then they do this.
What? You mean win?
Yeah, they're winning.
Right.
But it's Watford. Watford, if you look back a couple of years ago, they weren't actually in this division.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yes, they've done well to get to where they have, but they haven't actually been through the best of managers. Yavi Garcia is not the best of managers.
Okay.
Marco Silva was not the best of managers. We should be beating this team at the moment 3-4-0.
Yeah, you should be. We should be. But sometimes you don't always take your chance. Who do you blame? Who do you blame for us not winning 2-3?
I'm not going to blame the two players I'm about to mention because they're pretty brand new to this club, Mkhitaryan and Aubameyang. Everyone else should be doing a lot better.
Right. So why can you not blame them?
They've had 4 weeks at the club. Give them a bit more of a chance.
I see. I think I've actually noted it down myself, Noah. Aubameyang, £60 million. At what point do you begin to start asking questions? Because 4 weeks, he's been. That's a month. That's a month, Noah. And a month at a new place, you would think that he would, a world-class player, as people regard him as, you would think that he'd be able to get in the mix and do more than he's done at the moment, right?
Yeah.
So how long are you going to give him before you actually start asking questions?
I'll give him 2 more weeks. And I'll tell you why.
Why is that?
Because you just need to let the players settle in, give him 6 weeks at the club. If he's not performing, then you ask questions. Wenger has not been performing for about 7 years now.
Yeah. And
only now are some Arsenal fans starting to ask questions. I barely know anyone now that's Wenger in. And this should be... I'll tell you why it links to what I'm saying about Aubameyang. Because you have to give Aubameyang enough time. I get he's costed us £60 million. But at the end of the day, it is down to what the manager is saying. Yeah. And until Wenger goes, ultimately, none of these players are going to improve. I want, when Wenger does go, which should be at the end of the season, after, for what some fans are saying, winning the Europa League, after that, if we do win the Europa League, or if we don't, Wenger should leave. Whether on a high or a low, he should still leave. And then we should bring in a new manager with exactly the same players, no changes to the players, and see how they get on with a brand new manager.
Well, let's see. One final question, Noah. What do you want to see in the second half? What do you think the score will be?
I want to see at least 2 more goals from Arsenal.
Do you think Watford have anything going the other end? Do you think they had a chance, right?
Maybe a consolation, but if we do, it just shows Petr Cech has now waited since December to get his one extra clean sheet to get him up to 200.
Yeah. And you'd like to see that happen today?
Yeah, I think it should be 3-0 to Arsenal at the end of this game, and I'll call you back after.
All right, well, I look forward to it now.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. There we go. Okay, I'm being told that we had a huge sound problem during the first call, which was actually a decent call as well. So sorry guys that you weren't able to hear that correctly. Noah said it sounded like a washing machine. I don't know how accurate that is. But yeah, again, apologies if you couldn't hear what it was that we were saying. But yeah, the second half, Noah there alluded to it, saying that he wants to see Arsenal go on to win 3-0. I must say, Watford, I know that they like to mix it about when they come to Arsenal. You've got Fatboy Troy Deeney who's saying that Arsenal have no cojones, Arsenal have nothing. Where's he been? But in saying that, I know Watford can nick a goal. They beat Chelsea a couple of weeks ago. They've actually been fairly decent this season. I have to disagree with Noah. I do believe that Marco Silva was a decent manager and didn't actually get the time that he should have got. But second half, I think Arsenal need to be wary, because I know that if Watford were to come back, it could cause Arsenal some problems. But we're going to take one more call. I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. Hello, you're through to FanPark Live. What's your name?
You're right, mate. I just want to say, Iwobi's a cunt.
Fair dues. And on that note, we will go back to the second half. Thank you very much. As I say, make sure you tune in at full time. Call us on 0203 606 0315, powered by the OneFootball app. We'll go through the stats at the end of the second half as well. Again, check the link in the description below. 15% off everything at UK Soccer Shop. And also, I have to say, because we, again, from what we saw at West Ham yesterday, there is a documentary on the UFF YouTube channel, which is about the corporatization of West Ham. And that is talking about how West Ham, instead of becoming being a football club and about something that's for the fans, it's become more about commercialization and corporate global brands that are just being pumped into football instead of it being for the fans. So make sure you go and check that out. It's very apt, it's very relevant, and we'd be interested to see and hear what you have to say about that too. But as I say, check in full time, and we'll love to take your calls then. Thank you for watching.